the economy. Phase 2 is going to supercharge the economy, because we need to become the most business-friendly country in the world, rather than right now we are the most business-unfriendly country in the world because of taxes and regulations. So Phase 2 that we would work on while we were getting the first piece passed, totally replace the tax code with the FairTax, which is a national consumption tax, which is also known as a national sales tax. Imagine April 15th being just another day. You don't have to worry about filing tax returns. Imagine getting your paycheck and there's no federal tax withholding. There's no FICA withholding. Why? Because the single rate national sales tax would collect the same amount of revenue that they are now collecting through all of these tax filings. As a nation, we spend $430 billion a year in compliance. That's a fancy word that they like to use for collecting the data, filling out the forms, paying CBAs, digging up all the information you need to try to stay out of jail for compliance. $430 billion a year. That would go away. The only time you would pay taxes is when you went to the retail cash register. Now, the liberals have already started to attack that idea since I had the courage to put that idea on the table. But see, they're going to lose because they don't know the tax. They don't know it as well as I do. First of all, you only pay the tax on new goods and services. You buy a used car, no tax. You buy a new car, you pay the tax. You buy a used home, no tax. You buy a new home, you pay the tax. That's the way it works. Secondly, the way that they try to discourage people from believing in it is to say, well, it is going to be regressive on the poor. I hope you've taught your kids what the word lie means, because that's a lie. It is a lie. It is not regressive on the poor. It has a mechanism in it called the pre-bate, where people will receive an estimated amount of taxes on all basic necessities at the beginning of each month, prorated across the whole year. In other words, they're going to collect it and give you that back in a small stipend based upon your family size, not rich versus poor, family size. It is a way to empower the poor rather than the current tax code that we have. That's my economic vision, folks. I know it is aggressive. We need some aggressive ideas with this sick economy that we have. And when I'm in Washington, D.C. sometimes, I try not to stay there very long, because it is a lot of skeptics there. So whenever I talk about this economic vision and these ideas inside Washington, D.C., I usually get a question like this from somebody in the audience. Well, Mr. Cain, that sounds good, but it'll never work. I said, why? Well, you see, you don't know how Washington works. Yes, I do. It doesn't.